This is David with TechNewsZone.com. We got loaned our Dagoma Neva today to mess with, and we did a print on it. I'll have to do a print of it, actually printing later. But it was this little cat, Chinese cat, that I got from, where did I got it from? Somebody in China sent it to me. I'll have to remember, but it wasn't from Thingiverse. It was actually another person I know from somewhere in China that sent it to me. I don't know if it was G-Tech or actually one of the people with one of the companies forwarded me the file. But it might also be available on Thingiverse, so I'll have to research it, but they gave it to me. It's a good luck cat because I'm at work in my full-time job. I'm like, here, print this out. Maybe I'll bring you luck. But I print this is on the Dagoma Neva. It's printed in filamentum gold filament, PLA. And it was the very first print that I printed on the Dagoma Neva. We're getting a Dagoma Neva because we help with their Kickstarter thing and help with marketing and stuff, so we got one. But they loaned us one to mess with, and we have this cat that they printed on it. It's the very first print that I've printed on it since the loaner one. We're eventually going to get our own, but this is the one that we're borrowing. And I printed that, and that's our Dagoma Neva right there. I should have done this sideways, but I'm learning. But it's doing its self-test right now. Every time it starts to print it, it actually levels itself at like 9 points on the bed. So that actually helps it print objects better because it actually levels itself every time. You don't have to, like some of our other printers we had to like lower, and even our Dremel we've had to lower and higher it with little knobs and stuff, where this does it automatically, which is kind of nice. It's a little Delta, but not that little. It's smaller than our Hatchbox 3D we had that its power supply went out. But this is smaller, but it can still print a 7-inch high object, which is still not bad, because a lot of the printers nowadays that we're going to be reviewing don't print anything that big, where this one can do like 7 by 7 by 7 by 8, so it actually can print something pretty big. We're going to be printing this this is Dagoma's software. We're going to be printing a spool holder that they show in all their videos. There's two options. You can put the one on the right or the one on the left. This is the base, and this is the top, or that could be the top, either or, depending on the size of the roll. But we're going to print this out on there. So this is a bigger object. It's actually going to print the whole spool holder, also in the gold, filamentum gold. So this is their software. It's a version of Cura, which I like Cura. I'm getting a weird reflection of my light. Sorry about that. But basically it's Cura. You can do the objects in it with it's easy version of Cura. I'm used to the more robust version. I'm hoping they add it to Simplify 3D, because the Dagoma Disco Easy is on Simplify 3D, but this one's not. So hopefully they'll have it available for all this one too with Simplify 3D, but at this point it's not. And I think it prints just in G-code. I'll have to check with the Dagoma folks, but I'm hoping that they come out with a version, or I can get the specs to load it into Simplify. But not that Cura, their version of Cura is bad, but I'm used to using Simplify lately. But this is good too. And what's cool, it actually shows the printer in the software. You see the actual printer. There's the back, the button in front, the SD card. It's kind of cool. And there's the extruder. So that's kind of cool. You actually see the printer in the software. So this is Dave with TechNewsZone.com, messing with our Dagoma Neva, which is over there, printing at the moment. I'm actually printing something bigger to see how it comes out with it. See, because we printed the little cat, but I want to see how it can print in something that's significant. The filament holder. So it's a good test of it. Well, we'll show you in the morning. It's supposed to take 3 hours to print this whole thing, which we're printing it in the lowest level mode, but at 33% fill because we want it to be a little more solid. It's the only downside of this software is you can't go past. You have options of hollow, filling of 17%, filling of 33%, quality layer thickness of 0.2, 0.15, and 0.1, and then flexible, and then printing supports. But that's all you can edit. You can edit size, you can edit direction and that type of thing, but you can't edit like the temperatures. You can by picking the filament that's closest in temperature to yours, but it doesn't seem like an option to change the filament that you have in here if you want to add something else. But a lot of them are really close to what in PLAs, so there's different temperatures, so I've just been picking the one that's closest, because my Filamentum says 90 degrees, 190 to 210, and so I'm trying the 190 this time because the cat I printed in 210, and it seemed to come out good. So, all right, this is Dave with TechNewsZone.com signing out from Las Vegas.